The moment the rumors started spreading, fans everywhere stopped scrolling. Because the headline didn't just mention one name. It mentioned three. And the message behind it was impossible to ignore. Did Shen Yue just fire back at Bai Lu by declaring that Dylan Wang would always be part of her life? At first, it sounded unbelievable. After all, celebrity drama spreads online every day, and not every viral story turns out to be true. But this time, something felt different. Because the reaction didn't start with a dramatic interview or a public statement. It started with a single comment. A comment that fans quickly connected to Shen Yue, and a conversation involving Bai Lu that had already been circulating among fan communities. And once the screenshots began appearing online, the internet instantly exploded with speculation. Because if the words were real, they carried a message that fans had been debating for years. A message about Dylan Wang. To understand why the moment created such a massive reaction, you have to go back to where the story really began. Years ago, when Dylan Wang and Shen Yue appeared together in the hit drama Meteor Garden, audiences around the world instantly noticed their chemistry. The playful tension, the emotional scenes, the natural way their characters connected on screen. For many viewers, it became one of the most memorable pairings in modern C-drama history. Fans from Asia to Europe, the United States, Canada, and Australia followed every interview, every behind-the-scenes moment, hoping to see more of their dynamic together. But as time passed, the two stars moved on to new projects, new co-stars, new stories, and gradually, public appearances together became less frequent. That didn't stop fans from wondering whether the bond they once shared still existed behind the scenes. And that curiosity would only grow stronger when another star entered the conversation. Bai Lu. Known for her vibrant personality and strong presence in the C-drama industry, Bai Lu has built her own massive fanbase over the years. But like many actors working within the same entertainment circles, her name occasionally appeared in discussions involving other celebrities. Most of the time, those mentions were harmless, just fans comparing projects or speculating about possible collaborations. But recently, something different happened. During an online fan discussion, a comment began circulating that appeared to reference Dylan Wang's connections within the industry. The message didn't directly accuse anyone of anything, but fans quickly interpreted it as a subtle remark about the rumors linking different actors together. And before long, screenshots of the conversation began spreading everywhere. That's when things took a dramatic turn. Because according to fans who were following the exchange closely, a response suddenly appeared that many believed came from Shen Yue herself. The words were simple, but the meaning behind them felt powerful. Some people don't understand. The message read, "Dylan and I will always be connected." Within minutes, the internet erupted. Was it really her? Was it directed at Bai Lu? Or was the message simply misunderstood? Fans began analyzing the comment from every possible angle. Some believed it was Shen Yue defending the unique bond she shared with Dylan Wang after years of working together. Others thought the message sounded like a direct response to the speculation that had been circulating around Bai Lu's name. But without confirmation, no one could say for certain. Still, the phrase that caught everyone's attention was impossible to ignore. Together for life. To longtime fans of Dylan Wang and Shen Yue, those words carried emotional weight. Not necessarily romantic, but something deeper, an acknowledgement of a connection that had shaped both of their careers. Because even years after Meteor Garden, people still remembered the impact that pairing had on audiences worldwide. And when fans revisited old interviews, they noticed something interesting. In multiple conversations over the years, both actors had spoken warmly about their experience working together. Dylan Wang once described the filming process as unforgettable. Shen Yue had said the show helped her grow as an actress. Neither statement suggested anything beyond professional respect, but they showed that the memories they shared still mattered. So, when the mysterious comment surfaced online, it didn't take long for fans to start imagining what it might mean. Some supporters of Shen Yue praised her for speaking confidently about her past collaborations. Others defended Bai Lu, arguing that she had never actually said anything negative about either star. And of course, there were fans who believed the entire situation had been blown out of proportion by social media. After all, Online conversations can easily twist simple words into something much bigger. But that didn't stop the debate. In fact, the more people talked about the comment, the more attention it received. Fan forums filled with discussions. Reaction videos appeared on YouTube. Hashtags related to the 3 stars began trending across multiple platforms. Even people who hadn't followed the original rumor suddenly wanted to know what had happened. Was Shen Yue really responding to Bai Lu? Or had the internet simply connected unrelated comments in a way that created unnecessary drama? And perhaps the biggest question of all, what did Wang think about the situation? Interestingly, while fans were debating the meaning behind Shen Yue's words, Wang himself remained silent. No posts.
No interviews.
No public reaction. For some observers, that silence spoke volumes. Because in the world of celebrity culture, staying quiet can sometimes be the most strategic move. By not addressing the rumors directly, Wang avoided escalating the situation. But his silence also left fans wondering whether he had seen the message everyone was discussing. Meanwhile, Shen Yue continued appearing in public events and interviews without directly mentioning the viral moment. When reporters asked about her current projects, she smiled and answered politely, focusing on her work rather than online speculation. And Bai Lu, for her part, also remained focused on her own busy schedule. Filming, promotions, fan meetings. From the outside, it seemed like all 3 stars were moving forward with their careers as usual. Yet the story refused to disappear. Because sometimes, a single sentence can capture the imagination of millions of people. Dylan and I will always be connected. Whether those words were meant as a defense, a reflection on the past, or simply a misunderstood comment, they reminded fans of something important. Behind the headlines, behind the rumors, and behind the viral discussions, real people are navigating the complicated world of fame. Friendships form, memories are created, and sometimes the connections built during one unforgettable project stay with people for the rest of their lives. That might not always mean romance. It might not even mean constant contact. But it can mean something just as meaningful: respect, shared history, and the knowledge that certain moments, like the global success of Meteor Garden, will always tie people together in ways that fans can't fully see. So, did Shen Yue really fire back at Bai Lu? Or did the internet simply transform an ordinary comment into a dramatic story? For now, the truth remains uncertain. But one thing is clear. As long as fans continue celebrating the unforgettable legacy of Wang and Shen Yue's on-screen partnership, their connection will always remain part of the conversation. And sometimes, that alone is enough to keep the story alive.
Clapperboard.